Wow. I'm glad I waited till after that burp. Whew! How you been, universe? I haven't been all that belchy. I don't know where that came from. I just finished off a bowl of grilled peppers, onions, and rice, so I suppose that's where it came from. But nonetheless, that's not what we're here to talk about. In fact, here on the 17th of June at 2:58 in the morning, yes, I'm still up at 2:58 in the morning, and no, it's not about drugs. Well, I mean, I just take two huge bong hits, so that part's about drugs. But that's the only part, because the rest of it's just pure me on adrenaline. And I guess you could say the adrenaline's because, well, it's the 17th, so I guess I say that I worked the day of the 16th. And I also have to go into work today at 11, which makes being up at 3 in the morning, well, 2:58 to be accurate, being up at 2:58 in the morning is awfully irresponsible for somebody who has to be at work at 11. But I managed to hold off irresponsibility pretty well, so I'm sure I'll do it again this time. Okay, on that note, what am I here to talk about? What did I get? Oh yeah, I got on to talk about how many stupid people I've been meeting lately. I hate to do it, but it's fucking overwhelming right now. So while I try to center, balance, and reorient myself in a way that allows me to make sense of all the nonsense that I've created with some of the stupidity I've encountered, well, you've encountered your own level of stupidity, right? I mean, we're here together. Pause. Unpause. So, I think I mentioned that I got a job, but if I didn't, I got a job and I got to be at work at 11 o'clock. Now it's 3:12. So, should I pause this until after work tomorrow? Probably. But let me finish my thought about stupid people. And it's not that people are stupid. They're just dumb. And they're falling for dumb shit. And the level of jumbled conceptual frameworks that people are working with today, thanks to the internet and its fractured sense of I can find something that I want to believe in, no matter how ridiculous the concept might be. Someone out there will prove and validate my soul by showing me that this concept has cooperative energy. And I just, it's not good for us. But I'm not here to talk about what's not good for us. The thing I've found in my last month of really getting out into the community is how much the community needs cohesion. And there are groups, I think, and pockets more like, of people finding each other, but in a turtle and huddle up way, not in a explore and discover way. And that's what I've been out doing, which is what I really want to talk about. So I'm glad I remembered to get that down now, so that when I get back from this laborious workday that I'm going to endure here in about 7 hours and 45 minutes, well, I guess we'll talk more about why people suck and are stupid and are dumb. Or we'll talk about the uplifting turn of events that I think is coming right around the corner. Yeah, let's do that second part. That's a lot more fun. Pause. Bam! That June 17th, 7:07 crazy train leaving the station is about to depart, so welcome aboard. Why you're here, I have no idea. I will tell you over and over again that you have clearly got things in your life that are better to do than listen to this. But if you're going to listen to this, then you're going to put up with swearing. You could put up with me crying. You could put up with me telling you that there are stupid people in the world. But you will also put up with me telling you there are solutions. Whatever we are facing today, there are solutions. We are the ingenious spirit of inventive capability that humanity manifests as. There is nothing we can't overcome. We have the mental power, the God-given manipulation of matter power. We have it all. And what are we doing with it? Yeah, we're doing this, right? I mean, if you're an American, white, middle-class American, that dude, if you're me, one of me, similar to me, or even if you're me, this isn't a fun time. This is a time you look around and see all the underachievement. You see the lack of potential rather than the potential being realized. You see the failure to rise to the occasion rather than the spirit of, we can get this done. And in all of that, well, it looks like my bong's still lit, so what am I doing letting all this last of my weed go to waste? Still lit indeed. So I guess I'm creating my own problems just like everybody else around here. Pause. Unwelcome on pause. It's unwelcome because I don't want to talk about the stupid people that I'm meeting. But I am meeting some stupid fucking people. Here's the thing. I have accepted my own challenges of getting out into my community, meeting my neighbors, and what was the other thing I was going to do? Oh yeah, and challenging and speaking English, and challenging myself to do something I've never done before. Well, remember that yoga in the park thing I was talking about a month ago? I fucking did it. Yeah, I did. And I'm signed up to do it again on Thursday, so there you go. But that also involves getting out into the community and meeting people, to be fair. But I've been meeting people in more social settings, more vibrant communal hoedowns, parties of both the private and public kind. But in my outreach to get to know who's living around me, well, what I've discovered is quite a few fascinating people, but a hell of a lot more fucking dumb shits. Pause. Pause. I've also discovered how easy it is to get laid in Denver. Right now, oh my God, is it easy? Pause. Okay, universe. It's now 1, 2, 3, 4 here on the 18th of June. So that means I've successfully completed 2 work days and have only one day off today, that day, Tuesday, June 18th, before I go back to work 5 more work days. What's with this, man? I didn't want to be working this hard. Damn it. Pause. Unpause. Okay, that's not true. That's not true. I need money. As a matter of fact, somebody texted me this morning to say, hey, I'm picking up mushrooms this afternoon. You want some? And I don't have any money to go get mushrooms. Do you know how bad that is? Pause. Political on pause. Because we're not talking politics till at least 10 minutes from now. And you know I'm going to hit the pause button 4 times between then and now. So this will be unpolitical. But I'm not saying non-controversial, uncontroversial, discontroversial, unicontroversial. It's not going to be anything but controversial because I don't mean to call... Uh-oh, my bong's still lit. What's up with the bong staying lit? Pause. Pause. All right. Do I take that again? No. Oh, fuck, I do. Pause. Well, all right, universe. Since we're here, I was trying to save this literally, the last bowl of marijuana I have in life. And if I can't afford mushrooms, I can't afford marijuana. So for 2.5 weeks, I'm going to be stone cold sober. Yeah, you and me both. That's going to be terrible. But I thought I'd share the farewell bong hit with you. Oh, is there even a reason to go on now? Pause. Well, yes, unpause. There's a reason to go on. I'm super fucking stoned now. And since I'm talking about stupid people, that seems appropriate. And since I need a drink of water, let's do a pause here and I'll go blow my nose and get this thing going right. Unpause. Well, hi, I guess, is fair because, man, have I spent the last 20 minutes doing shit I can't even tell you what I was doing. But back to this I am. Were we talking about the stupid people yet? All right. Here on planet Earth, now that we have basically fractured our education system into something unrecognizable, what we're left with in this tattered sheet of accommodation for those who want to think thoughts that are just unthinkable, well, everyone who wants to believe something really can go out and find some other lunatic fringe community who will at least give them the room to say, yeah, we think that's possible. If not, yeah, we're on team the world is on the back of a tortoise. And so those abilities of congregation to the lowest form of accreditation a thought can achieve before you can start thinking it must be true, which is that somebody else agrees with this thought. If that's not the lowest form of accreditation, I don't know what is, other than just thinking, well, I'm right because I had the thought. Both those delusions, unfortunately, here in America, are in serious overdrive. Lots of people are falling for this shit. And this is what's making people stupid. Pause. Uncouth on pause. Okay, this won't be uncouth, but if you are one of those people who listens to what somebody else says and then thinks, oh, yes, well, now I think that. Today is the day to stop doing that. Well, yesterday was really the day to stop doing that. Fuck, man, a decade ago was really when you should have stopped doing that. But if you're not stopping that as of right now, well, then you should stop this, for sure. Pause. Unpillaged, unpause. All right, I'm seriously running out of those, so we're going to stop that soon. And, well, it's playful enough to return, I'm sure, at will. It's not going to be anything I try to continue because, man, I had to think about that one. Unpillaged? Seriously, that's weak. But when we're pillaging, as we won't be doing in this section, already announced, when we're not pillaging, well, we're solution-oriented around here. We don't want to complain without something better to be thought of as the antidote to the complaint. Is antidote a word? Maybe in the Marvel universe. But if I'm trying to do something productive, like use this last frame of stoner mind to get out some thoughts of thinky thoughts, well then what I want to do is I want to say there's a solution for the stupid people, which is stop being stupid. Okay? Pause. Professorial, unpause. All right, I said I was going to quit, but that one applies because we're going to be professorial here. If you don't know how to quit being stupid, well, you do it by thinking, can I trust anything that anyone is saying anymore? Let's see what I can go investigate and find out is false. And as you do this, the only thing you'll really have to deal with is the shock and fucking horror you experience realizing how much bullshit is actually out there. Pause. Well, should I pause? Or should you go look at all that bullshit that I'm talking about? Pause. Unpolar vortex, unpause. See what I mean? You start forcing this shit, right? It's fucking stupid. So, since I don't even know what the polar vortex is necessarily, other than I think it's an Arctic current in the North Atlantic Ocean that brings really, really cold air between the Swedish and the Canadians, well, the Finnish and the probably other people up there too, like the Norwegians. But whatever. Maybe even the Russians. Maybe none of them. Because what do I know? I'm an American. So when you think about how this is all so not good for anybody, this world of contagion and false idea of what is right in people's heads, this is the result of turning over your critical thinking skills to your phone. And that's some sober truth, but it's the fucking truth. So, if you're going to become somebody who critically thinks again, one of the things you're going to have to do is stop Googling the fucking answers. Balls. Alright, let's get off the fucking annoying shit, okay? Especially if you're a dumb person. You should have already quit this podcast by now. But for those of you who are still here, that implies, of course, that you're smart. But two, that you've earned a little more of the upbeat getting into the neighborhood side of things. Because I'm telling you, I'm one personable motherfucker. Like, if I sit down at the bar of some establishment, I'm going to know everybody at the bar, all the servers, and probably the 2 closest tables to me by the time I leave. It's just I'm interested in everything. And so show me an interesting thing about you, and I will immediately notice it and find out more. And people react to this. People react well to this. People are so desperate to be noticed for the fact that they're interesting. They're just extremely easy to bring into your posse, your entourage, your what do I want to call them? What is it when I'm the mafioso boss? Whatever. We'll just leave it at entourage. No, let's leave it at habitating community, because really they're my neighbors. They're the people who live close enough to the Atomic Cowboy that they bring their toddler over for pizza. They're the people who have come down from their father's funeral for an after process glass of wine and just need somebody to listen to the fact that life sucks. They're everybody doing everything that we just all go through. And I'm always interested in whatever story you have to tell and whatever support I can provide you. So making friends with my neighbors has been extremely easy. And I regret not having done a lot more of this sooner. And in so doing, I got to tell you, getting made breakfast in this neighborhood, that's not hard either. Nope. I mean, yeah, I'm going to leave that one alone. Pause. The question really is, do I even need the phrase on pause? It seems implied in what we just went through, right? So, in getting to know my neighbors, I've had 2 or 3 really dynamic conversations. I mean, just top of the charts. And one of which is starting to turn into a real friendship. I mean, for fuck's sake, I got people looking for mushrooms for me. I mean, oh my God, I love my neighbors.